is bad or worse or the worst. That day, I discovered, we noticed they couldn't pronounce the word worst.
Worst.
Worse, you see. Yeah. So first, when you can pronounce first, same, worst. So if you want to stand first, you should also learn how to be the worst, how to pronounce the sound worst. You see. Look, I'm just writing for you first and worst. You see, worst. So look at these two transcriptions. Yes. No, no, it's not. See, no.
আরেকটু
Now,
আরেকটু আরেকটু এখন দেখা যাচ্ছে।
uh, okay. So look, worst and first. Okay. So worst one, then first. So
Yes.
if you tell your students, hey, pronounce please first, sir, I was the first boy. Then you say, no, I was not the worst one. Worst. So when you teach first, you can teach worst. Yes, technique, you see, teaching technique. Well, some people say only, yes, you know the thing, you can teach better. No. Sometimes learning and teaching are different. That's why some people say all brilliant students always don't make very brilliant teachers. I disagree. One must be brilliant to be brilliant teachers. Do you agree or disagree? I don't know. Weak students can't make brilliant teachers. They won't be confident. Because
Of
whenever I
course.
see my students, I understand that, well, they are like me. If you are brilliant, you will stand first, you will stand second, third. I had those positions. You'll get scholarship. I had. You will qualify this BCS exam. I qualified. So will have more confidence. Without being brilliant, nobody can be really, truly brilliant teachers. Quintessentially, essentially, form what say originally, no, it's quite impossible uh, uh, because less brilliant people are not very confident people. I may be wrong. Is my philosophy of life. First, you have teachers should be well read, scholarly, brilliant, academically sound, bright results. Even if you have fine, even when someone doesn't have very bright results, they have some what shortcoming, weakness, limitations. They think that look, I'm pronouncing interdental sound. Think that think. Well, I can't pronounce like the English speaking people, but I'm very close. Think. But I say think, you see. Even think and think same. Oh, this thing is a nice thing. You say, I think this is a nice thing. So you're differentiating think and thing. Interdental sound, you see. Interdental. Even if you draw the diagram when you teach, you have to draw or you should. Look, I show my students think almost like tha. Look, look. So you see how interesting. And in my research paper, I have shown interdental. You see, teeth. You see, in between these teeth, you're saying thank you very much. Thank you. Interdental. So the tooth. You see, the teeth are a bit bigger. বড় বড় দাঁত দেখিয়েছি. So interdental sound. Think, think. Okay. Even my students laugh. I sometimes discover think, but you have to keep saying think. One day you'll see my teachers, my professors used to pronounce think. I couldn't, but later on I discovered I'm able. I can. Okay. Think. Okay. So teachers should be knowledgeable. They must know these things. And with due respect, some teachers, okay, most teachers know most of them, but some teachers don't have clear ideas. I don't know why. Even a mobile phone, cell phone can help. Okay, suppose you are pronouncing think. If they have both audiovisual, say, impact, you see this symbol. Okay, you see this and you have ideas. When you check your dictionary in this, you have this, and also you are listening. So audiovisual, you see, it has double impacts. Double, not double. You see. So that's why I'm saying, look, since you are pronouncing double, instantly you can show yes, double. Look, ah sound. You see. Bengali transcription is fine. You see? Yes. Am I clear? Double ah. Now Bangla can help. Bengali equivalent is there. Complete, you see. We won the match. Won. Even most teachers and students pronounce own the match. Oh, if you
Oh,
say own, English people will be puzzled, This, we own the match. Oh, it's our match. Own is
uh,
our. I own a car. I own a marker. I own. But it's won. We won the match. Listen to the commentators. They say, how nicely cricket commentators say, oh, Bangladesh have won the match. Won. Okay. But our teachers or students, they say, we own the match. We have won the match. Well, now you're also telling why Bangladesh have won. Bangladesh team plural. Bangladesh have won the match. But my son says, very naughty son I have. He says, Papa, if team 11 players, Bangladesh plural, have won the match, why not the whole country? 16 crore people, 160 million. Why not
Bangladesh have.
plural? I say, nice. I say, no, that time they're not, it's not used as people. When family is used as people, our family have decided to go abroad. Abroad, adverb, no preposition. They have come home. Okay. Look, I'm using the diphthong sound home, but I'm using monophthong one home. So diphthong is a problem, big problem. O sound or American O, British O use. This diphthong is a big problem. O. So even if you show with Bangla, you see O or O, fine. Home. Look, home. When you teach one sound, if you say home, if you say what home, if you say phone, if you say tone, okay, yes, phone, telephone, and they will make fun, they will laugh. And when they laugh, actually, they will learn. In our classes, serious teachers, serious, very, they say, love. In my classes, students love. Some people even they excluded me, from private university. Why? In my classes, I sing, I recite, I. But when I worked with the international, scholarly, internationally, or recognized people, I discovered I was right. They were wrong. They should be fun, but it should be related, relevant to your discussion and topic. Suppose when I teach these phonetic sounds and symbols, I say in my research paper also I have categorically referred to this. Bring me some onions. Amar jonno kichu onion. So you see, because of the fun, students remember, oh, onion. They
And
will never pronounce like onion, you see, onion. So you see, when you pronounce onion, you are pronouncing ah. And oven, microwave oven. That day I was showing the sound oven, you see, oven. Can you see oven? Is it clear? Yes,
no, sir.
no. Okay, I'm showing. Look, oven. Is
Hmm.
it all right? Okay, I'm showing again. Microwave oven, but with oven. Oven is a different thing. Weave oven. Bunun kora. My mother is weaving
Oh,
the sari. She has oven a sari. But oven, when you say oven, ah, you see. So look at this transcript. Is clear. Oven.
yes,
How
sir.
clear you see? Oven. O-V-E-N. Oven.
Uh,
Look, I'm
uh,
saying B. We say B. B. আরো কেউ কেউ বলে বড়টা না ছোটটা আরে আরে বড় ছোট আর কি এখানে কি do you know the date of birth? I was born in 67, you were born in 75, but can you say like this? So it's not B, you see the bilabial sound B when you pronounce book, okay, bilabial, you see, bilabial sound book, the picture, two lips, you see, book. Hmm. But when you say very good, then you see labiodental, you see, your lip and teeth. Well, some people say, why difficult discussion? No, look at this. Labiodental. Your lip and teeth. Very good. Very good. Now it's clear. Labiodental. Very good. I love my country. I don't need to imitate them. I don't need to follow them, copy them blindly. But I need to learn. I focus on this. I don't believe that without learning, without mastering or picking up these things properly, without having or acquiring thorough knowledge, proper knowledge, authentic knowledge, genuine knowledge, true knowledge, okay, we can be good teachers or we can make good students. No. Only sketchy idea. No. You have to do research. You have to have in-depth knowledge, you see, in-depth analysis of something. Teachers sometimes just what touch upon the things, okay, they just have a sketchy idea, superficial knowledge. No, we have to have, yes, my colleague, yes, Munju has joined. He's also, we work together for British Council and he's very brilliant, okay, good teacher. My student also, I feel honored that, and that was my student, okay. So now we, Munju and me, we work together in many forums. And he had some comments to me. Would you please read it out? And that I can't see clearly. Munju had some comments
It's a
or he
long
has some
comment.
queries.
It's the comments, comments.
Okay,
It's the
okay.
comment.
So does he have some question? Look, I'm saying does he have now? Does he have? Does he? I'm not saying does he have. So connected. Look, it's very important. We say, does he have some
Yes.
questions? Does he? Even I make fun when I tell my student question.
Yes.
Tine onko question. I tell my student. So HSC higher secondary level students, they won't have much concentration, patience. They're naughty people. Very good. We like it. I was also in Chittagong College in science. We used to make a lot of funs and these. Our professors, very brilliant, book writers, chemistry book writers, physics. I'm grateful to them. Brilliant. We were also a bit bright students, enthusiastic. Our students are good, but sometimes they are less enthusiastic, keen, serious to learn. That's the problem. I request my students, most teachers want to teach, teachers with all the limitations in this. Till today, till date, even teachers are very keen to teach. Most teachers, 99.99. Unfortunately, sometimes some, yes, very few, maybe number is very thin, didn't have a lot of scopes to learn properly from authentic sources. That's why some students, very few teachers have limitations. Especially schooling is a big factor. We say CPH, critical period hypothesis, CPH. So, teenage, what's adolescence is big factor. CPH, a critical period hypothesis. It's very important. So the sooner the better, the earlier the better. It's when it's too late, when we can't pronounce, and it's problematic, difficult. For fluency, you have to practice, you have to listen, you have to read. I say scans or skimming, scanning. Okay, then quick reading. All right, then write. Okay, and writing is not all. I use the word coder. CODER, collection of ideas. C, O, you have to organize. D, then you have to draft. E, then you have to yes, get it examined by others. Okay, then R, you have to revise, you have to redraft. So coder, I use the acronym, you see. Yes, without reading, can you have more synonyms, antonyms, phrases, even structures? We try to be good language users without reading much. That's a peculiar attitude. You see, we try to be good speakers without listening to the English speakers. Is it possible? Humanly impossible, almost impossible. So, in a very brief manner, in a nutshell, even I show when I say in a nutshell, if you show the phrase, not, then shall, students will understand that in brief, you see, when you draw the picture and show them in my research, I have shown audiovisual. Well, we blame the teachers and students and this. We don't have adequate infrastructural or facilities or sometimes our teaching learning aids. Okay, we need it. Now without this is difficult. Some senior people say, why we learned it, sir, or you are very brilliant, you are very motivated. Yes, motivation is a factor. Intrinsic motivation, extrinsic motivation, instrumental motivation, you see. So I focused on everything in my research. Motivation is of huge importance. Yes, paramount importance. I don't try to repeat the phrase, but sometimes you have to repeat to what? Infuse it, instill it in the learners or into the learners. You have to repeat or you have to use it repeatedly, okay? Then they will learn. All right. So, yes, I focused on what? Mainly listening, very important for connected speeches and these, okay. I say even sounds get radically changed when you listen to the foreigners, you see when we think it's a different expression. So we have to listen. Otherwise, never can we make good speakers. And listening to original or native speakers, in addition to our bright teachers, bright professors, are good speakers who speak well, really correctly. They have all phonetic, yes, symbols. They have ideas, thorough clear ideas about this. And you can listen to your cell phone. In my research also, I have focused on, I quoted from some articles and books. Now, even BBC Janala, good, popular,
Yes.
very popular program. So you can use it. You can learn with this. Google now, internet can change the complexion of our teaching learning. Internet. So in the classroom, there should be facilities. Inadequate facilities will produce less brilliant students. It's difficult now because language teaching is a different sort of strategy. It's not like teaching literature. It's not lecturing only. You have to have audiovisual what materials, tools. You have to make it interesting. Suppose students only see my face, they will be bored. They will feel bored. But they won't be boring. Some people say I feel boring. Monju has written, okay, I'm reading. As an English teacher, I request all English language learners to listen to Professor Shukanta Bhattacharya. And Monju, no,
Uh,
they should listen to you. Uh, Monju is a good speaker, okay. He is providing, okay, so many tips and strategies on learning standard English in one session, okay. Thank you, sir. Mojo, I should thank you. No, actually, what I'm saying is, students should not listen to me. Rather, they should listen to the English speakers better, more and more, because they are the genuine users of language, authentic source. Then, in addition, well, as Manju says, okay, he is also a good speaker of English. He did his masters from Canada, you see, and very good. And you will have good news. You will have some television performances, maybe. Okay, in the days to come. Okay. Uh, so look, but always you can't have Mr. Mark. You can't have yes, Mr. Commentators and these. Sometimes you can talk to us. You can have some ideas. You can share our experiences because we are also learners, like our foreign language EFL learners, English as foreign language learners. And yes, what I was saying, socio linguistic competence, society. Even Wilkins says society is the best context. Most important context, not your classroom. Classroom 45-minute class. Can you teach everything? Munju says you can serve within 45 or in one class you are trying. Yes, it's a gigantic job, Herculean job. And I say Promethean effort is required to accomplish it. It's a Herculean job. I'm saying a Herculean job, not a. Our students, I appeal to our students, request, don't say schwa sound, you say is a Herculean job, and Promethean effort is required to accomplish it. Promethean effort, not afford, you see. AFFORD, afford is verb. I can't afford to teach everything, okay? Because I don't know much of these things. I don't know. I don't have, yes, thorough ideas about this. But it's a good effort. So if I pronounce afford and effort in the same way, it will be a futile effort, I should say. And it's a sort of wild goose chase, pondostrom, meaningless effort, futile effort, fruitless effort. And teachers should use more synonyms: futile effort, meaningless effort. what say worthless effort. Yes, it's of no use. It's of no importance. Why, when you have diversities in your presentations, in your